Do you know there's one thing that I hear from singles every single day, and it's one thing that is absolutely keeping people single. And I hear it from people in their 20s, people in their 30s, people in their 40s, people in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. And it comes in different forms. Deb, I don't want to waste time. Deb, I don't want to waste any more time. Deb, I've wasted too much time already. Deb, I want to be in a serious relationship. I can't waste time on the wrong people. It's a huge thing for the single people out there not wanting to waste any more time. But it is one of the biggest things keeping many people single because of the way they're acting. The whole way they behave when they don't want to waste time is often what's keeping them single and often what's not getting them the results in their dating life. And let me explain why, because you might be listening and go, Deb, I disagree with you. Now, when you don't want to waste time, you can start treating dating like a business transaction or very transactional. You will go into your dates interviewing people, and you don't get the best out of people when you take that approach. You also don't give people enough time so you can get to know who they are. Now, I know firsthand, I've been doing this for over a decade, that dating is a high anxiety causing activity for a lot of people, and they find it really hard to be themselves. And I find this for people that can be really successful in other areas of their lives and be very successful businessmen, very successful business women, men, great in other areas of their lives. Bring them into this area and they're a totally different person, and they don't end up showing people who they are because their nerves get in the way of them. And also, when a lot of women can be a lot more, not all women, but women might find the socializing, meeting new people a lot more comfortable than men do. Men do tell me when they like a woman that they start acting weird and they don't know how to control that. So it's kind of a tough situation, which doesn't bring out the real person in the dating situation. And if you're going into those dates kind of going, I want to work out really quickly whether this person is a good fit for me or not, and you're firing off interview questions, or you're coming with a really judgy, narrow focus on that date, you're not enjoying it, they're not enjoying it, you're not bringing the best out in them, and they're not seeing the best of you either. I don't know about you, I don't like going into situations where I feel like someone's judging me. It makes me do stupid things, say stupid things. You know, some people can go into dates being too much because they get nervous. Some people can shut down. So you need more than one date to know if someone is right for you. You can rule someone out and go, no, they're not a good fit for me. With some people, straight away, you know. But with others, you really don't get a chance to know who they are. And that's what I'm saying, that whole I don't want to waste time being in a hurry. You're missing out on people that could be perfect. You're even probably causing people to say no to you because of the way you're approaching dating. I want to say that the other thing that comes into play here is the scarcity trap, that maybe you're not meeting many people that you like, and when you finally meet someone you like, you go all out to make it happen. And, you know, thinking that's your only chance, that's your only person, and it ends up having a negative effect. You know, like you'll put them on a pedestal, see them as someone they're not, etc. And you'll also act weird when you do that, and you might end up in a relationship down the track with a person that's not really compatible with you when you get past that initial flow of chemistry, etc. So it's really interesting. Now, I also find that when you get into this space, right, you can project what you want onto the other person and make them into what you want, and they're not, because you're in so much a hurry that you don't want to waste time. The other thing is is when you really desperately want a relationship, you may end up in the wrong relationship to you. You might be fooled by someone that's charming, someone that you have, the great spark that could end up being toxic. You could be the victim of a narcissist, a psychopath, a love bomber, because it's very easy when you want something enough to go into those situations and say how much you want it, give them information. Now, a love bomber, a narcissist, and a psychopath will often get all of those things and use them and be exactly, a bit like a chameleon, be exactly what you want. And you'll feel like you have this huge connection, but they're playing you. Now, I've just recently read a story where that exact thing happened, right? And it's called The Perfect Stranger, and it's a real life story that one of my friends got me. And it's the story of a very successful businesswoman. She, was about to turn 40. She'd worked doing the accounts of celebrities. She'd worked in media, very, successful. She was in a relationship that she wasn't happy with. She really wanted a baby, and her partner didn't want one. So she meets this charming, good-looking guy who quickly grills her for everything that she wants, and then tells her that he wants to be with her and wants to have a baby with her, and he wants this life with her. So tells her everything that she wants. And, love bombs her, goes out of his way to be with her all the time, and she can't stop thinking about him. So she breaks up with her current relationship, moves in quickly, and the relationship turned into the Dirty John type scenario. He isolated her from her friends, her family. There was domestic violence. There was, making her go crazy. And this guy actually had a criminal record and a history of doing this stuff. And I was reading the book going, oh my God, how did you end up in that situation? Well, she ended up in that situation because she didn't want to waste any more time. She fell prey to someone who told her exactly what she wanted to hear and then wore her down. She went fast into something that was toxic without checking him out. She also thought that she would rescue him and save him, but it ended up destroying her and took a huge toll on her life for some time after that. So, slow it down. Get to know people first. Give people more of a benefit of the doubt rather than just jumping into some of these relationships. You will get such a different result. And, a lot of relationships have come where people have been friends first. They have, maybe they've known each other through work, through sporting, through social clubs, university, all of those things. Us being in such a hurry to find out if someone's our person doesn't give us a chance to find out who they are and whether they are who they say they are. Like in this case, this guy wasn't who he said he was. Rather than jumping in so quick, you need to bring fun, bring playful, bring joy into the whole dating experience. And it will transform the results that you're getting. And, we don't go meet a best friend thinking, will you be my only friend for the rest of my life? We don't. We get to know people. We get to see if we get on, if it's going to work. And you take it slowly and you trust your gut feeling. But instead of coming in with this weird vibe to see if take it slow. Yes, make sure they're on the same page as you and they want the same type of relationship. You're not going to make someone who wants casual into something serious down the track. Make sure that you want the same things and then see if it works out for you without being in so much of a hurry. Anyway, my name's Debbie Rivers. I'm a relationship coach, and get out of the wasting time mentality. You've got plenty of time. There are plenty of good singles out there, and there's someone who can't wait to meet you. Thanks for listening. Bye.